Hi, this is Josh Olson. You're watching Trailers from Hell. And I have a confession. Artists steal. We steal all the time. The name of the game is you steal something from someone else and then you turn it into your own. And by the time you're done, hopefully the person you stole it from doesn't even recognize it. That's at least what happens when you're conscious of it. I recently watched this movie again for the first time in years and realized that I have actually flat out stolen from this movie without intending to. When I made my little horror film Infested, the written and directed by credit it comes right after somebody swats a fly and the fly swatter pulls back and you see the mangled guts and it says written and directed by Josh Olson. And that is literally exactly, even down to the angle the fly swatter comes down at, how John Waters takes his written and directed by credit in Serial Mom. So I am confessing to my crime. I am the biggest John Waters fan in the world. John, if you're watching this, I love you. And these are all the profits, every penny I made off of Infested, and they're yours. They're yours if you want them. I apologize. I meant it only as a mark of respect. I'm sure I didn't even remember doing it. But anyway, this is, I think, John Waters' masterpiece, Serial Mom.
Life doesn't have to be ugly. Look at the birds out there. Listen to their call. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
So much transgressive art fades in impact over time. A lot of comedies aren't quite as funny to a modern audience as they were when they came out. A lot of horror films aren't as scary. You know, if you played the Sex Pistols, Nevermind the Bollocks, against a Chuck Berry album and played them both for a teenager, they would probably go, oh, that's nice grandpa music, and not be able to tell the difference. But there is one thing that still holds up, that still shocks the way it did when it first came out, and that is John Waters' Pink Flamingos. I would love to do a commentary on the film, but that would mean I'd have to watch it again, and I just don't think I have the guts to do it. It's an amazing movie. It will split your life in half between when you had not seen Pink Flamingos to when you had seen Pink Flamingos. Waters' transition from an underground genius to a mainstream filmmaker was wonderful to watch. He did movies like Hairspray and Crybaby, which were all wonderful films, but Serial Mom is really his mainstream masterpiece. Kathleen Turner fits into the space left by the death of Divine beautifully. Only a movie star of her magnitude could do that. The movie has got one of the best fashion jokes ever in the history of film. I had to have it explained to me. It's an amazing supporting cast: Sam Waterston, Matthew Lillard, Ricky Lake. It's a perfect merging of John Waters' underground movies and his mainstream sensibility without watering down any of it. Kathleen Turner plays a lovely suburban housewife who just starts murdering people for kind of violating her sense of political correctness and what's right and fashion sense. John Waters only makes movies about things that he loves, so there's a whole Herschel Gordon Lewis sub-thread throughout this thing that's kind of wonderful. And of course he loves serial killers and true crime and murder trials. So all of that kind of comes in together into this wonderful love letter to American culture, as only John Waters can give it to us. He is one of our greatest and most original filmmakers, and we bow before him, and we hope he won't sue us for stealing from him.